Hey YouTube, my name is Kenny. Thank you for checking out my channel. So today's video is just going to be a quick update of something that we purchased while we're out traveling a little bit. So we went out to visit my parents for Memorial Day, going to hang out, take care of some things. But of course, you have to shop online and see if there's anything that you can get. So I took a little cash with me and picked up this 0405 YFZ450. We're going to be digging in it at some point and see what we can do. Probably be back the same, factory restoration, and look at just getting this thing online and getting the flip out of it. So if you enjoyed this kind of content, continue checking out this video. We're going to get it uploaded, do a little bit of talking, walk around, and probably start digging it in the next one. All right, so here we are. We're going to take a better look at what we have here. I mean, the wheels don't look bad at all. Got the brush look to them. Tires are great. I might switch out my hybrid tires and put those on there. I'm not 100% sure. Not rims, just tires. Looks like they got some basic shocks on the front. No problems there. Frame looks like it could use a little bit of loving. I'm not really sure how far I'm going to go into that, considering this is going to be a fix and sell. This is what I'm going to put most of my attention in, is figuring out what's going on with that bottom end and whatnot, and figure if we can get this thing running, which I know we're going to get it running because, you know, it's me. Exhaust, stock. Motor is pretty stock on the inside. Maybe headlights, maybe not. If I can come across some, I'll throw some in there. Wheels, like I stated, tires look great. Got a nice chunk and dent right there, so I'm going to replace that left front A-arm. Foot peg is a little bent up there, so I'm going to replace that. Overall, we look decent. I said I am going to have to do something to the frame because I'm too over the top to let that frame slide or looking like that. So I might strip it and just repaint it silver, powder coat everything else, or maybe just clean everything else up. We got this skid plate down there. It looks like it's on its last leg, so we'll get rid of that skid plate. Looks like that's a tiny sprocket, so we're going to go with a bigger sprocket on it. Shifter looks okay, but it's loose right here. If there's a bolt that I can tighten that up, great. If not, we'll figure it out. This little rod, radiator and everything looks good and clean. Plastics have supports up here and everything, but we're going to get that, make sure we keep those good and secure. I'm not sure what that pep is. It's like some kind of roller. Something. Here's a rear bumper. Like that little tab there is broken off, so I'm going to figure out what my plans are going to be doing for that. Back tires look great. The brake block off is going to replace that park brake. Aluminum brightness, clean this up, see if I can get it looking a lot better. So the exhaust is stock. I don't know why they did this. That circlip was not too expensive, so you could have easily just, you know, changed that. So I will be in the market looking for another axle. Shock looks good. Yeah, plastics don't look horrible, so flippable. Maybe get some different high-rise handlebars and maybe some spacers put on there, one of the two. That big blue in the back. Yeah, we're gonna get everything else loaded up.
It's supposed to be in, I took it once a week.
Ozempic. Yes. Ozempic once a week, Vito's once a day.
Woo! Head's a little big for my hat. Man, it was like 90 degrees out here, so you gotta protect yourself. But decided I'd do a quick comparison, just do some looking around. I mean, I got two YFZs here. See some of the subtle differences and some of the subtle similarities between the hybrid and the standard one. You almost can't tell the hybrid is a hybrid, but we're going to look at the couple differences and compare them to what's on the standard YFZ450. Then we're going to be closing this one up. All right. So when you back up and you look at the motors, they look practically identical. I mean, up into the right here where the stator wires come out. It's got the dual overhead cam. It's got the same here, the bolts, the same singular one that goes down into the lower cases. But on further glance, if you look in a little bit further, here, the screws that hold the starter in, top and bottom, are up and down, and over here they are a little bit more at the 4 o'clock and the 10 o'clock marks. The covers are practically the same, except for this one has an oil return that comes right here. The hybrid does not have that. There is no oil return. Right here, since it's a little bit off, a little bit thinner for the WR, we have the offset sprocket. We have the regular straight inline sprocket over here. And when you stand back, that is about all you can see that's different with these motors. So unless you really knew what you were looking for, you wouldn't know the difference between the hybrid and the one that's not a hybrid. They're both gonna look like YFZ450. I did ride it a little bit this weekend, and some people was like, what? That's a hybrid. I was like, yeah, but people are typically looking for that 2-stroke hybrid with that expansion chamber being all crazy. I am debating on doing some changes to this one though. See, when you look at them from this side, see, line them up a little better. All right, we're a little better lined up. When you look at them from this route, they still look practically identical. The exhausts follow the same flow and format. Of course, the brakes and all that stuff came off the YFZ450 over here. Front mounts lined up pretty close. I just had to slightly tweak them to fit here. Exhaust is good. The radiator hose and line fits the same. You can still see a little peak of the valve cap. Little peak of the valve cap. Now, since I did not run a kicker over here, I am going to take that kickstart shaft off, and I'm going to get a YFZ450 plug, put it over here. I'm not 100% sure if it's even going to fit, but everything else looks so close, I would wonder why it wouldn't fit. Now, I am 50-50. Do I switch my rubbers? These tires on here. So I am going to put those tires on here at some point in the video, and I'm going to put the other ones, just swap them completely around and just see what the standard machine is going to look like with smaller tires on it, and see what mine's going to look like with a little bit larger. So reason being, building the Banshee is going to be extremely more powerful than this. This is going to be more set up for my trail machine, which my LTR was, and the LTR had a larger size tires just for a little bit of more ground clearance for those reasons. So I am going to debate whether or not I'm going to switch all this over, but we'll figure that out in the video. But thank you for checking out my channel. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll get some more teardown footage. The next YFZ450 footage is actually going to be me starting to disassemble this machine, and it's going to be kind of quick. So hopefully it's going to be just a quick flip, turn around, and I will be able to get this in about 3 or 4 videos, get it done. And I don't really know, I might post some pictures of what the hybrid is going to look like with the larger size tires on it, but that's not really video worthy either. All right, everyone, thank you for checking out my channel. Man, it's hot, sweat everywhere. Got the tires with the wheels swapped. So understand, before everyone jump in the comments, this is not going to be the setup. These rims will be back over on this machine with 18-inch wheels, or it's gonna be over here with the 20s in the rear. So you all let me know what you think about this. My personal opinion is that since we're gonna be going with this one is gonna be more of a trail machine now. When I have the Banshee, I want them to be built 2 different type of machines. This one here is got a little bit of added ground clearance because of the bigger wheels. I mean, I kind of do like it. I don't know. I mean, not that these look bad or anything, but this looks more trail oriented here, so I might stick with that. Now I say thank you for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. So better view. Last night it took me about, I don't know, an hour and a half to get all these switched over. I am doing them at home, so I do have my Harbor Freight tool with the little mod that I've done to be able to keep from scratching my wheels and stuff up. Bead locks are simple. You just got to pop them off from the back. These ones you had to just seat the beads on the front and back. Wasn't too bad, but up close shot in the daylight. And then, you know, we'll get it officially closed up for like the 3rd or 4th time that I've said. But you all don't know it because I probably edited it out. All right, so I think it looks good. Got plenty more ground clearance than what I had before. Well, I mean, I can't say plenty. You're thinking about an inch, because, you know, when you go 1 inch bigger of wheels, it's one on top, one on the bottom. With beefier tires on there. Right here, definitely looks a little bit more sporty with the small tires, as expected. But I don't know, I think I might just run it this way. If not, it'll be another hour or so and I'll switch it all back. Figure it out in a bit.